Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where professionals get their books published and done in less than 90 days to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. Joining me on this segment is Demetrice Etheridge, and he's the founder of Freedom Legacy Holdings Group. Demetrice, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your work, and specifically, who are the types of folks that you help?
Great. Well, Mark, I'm a retired military veteran. I served 24 years in the military from 1985 to 2010. And after retiring from the Navy as a communications officer, I just really wanted to help people. I could have went out and did a lot of different things with my specialty, the field I was in, but I narrowed in on home-based business. And then after doing that for so many years, I figured out that my market was active duty and retired military veterans transitioning from the military to civilian world. And we all have businesses in us, but we didn't know how to get to them with our specialty. And so that's what I target in Freedom Legacy Holding Group.
Wow. Well, thank you for your service, sir. And that is quite a mission. Can you tell me what is the biggest challenge that these folks that you help, that's particular audience of servicemen and women, what is the biggest challenge for them when it comes to starting their own businesses?
You know, the biggest challenge is the mental part of inside of what we've been programmed to believe who we are. You know, not only military members, but also I call the model citizens, people who've done everything by the book. They went out and got their education. They pay their bills on time. They do everything by the book. They got a 401k and they still living paycheck to paycheck. So what I like to do is go show them how the system is exactly ran, how the banking system wants to help them if they understand how money works.
Fantastic. What are some of the, biggest misconceptions or myths that you hear out there that might be keeping these people from success?
Number one thing with success when it comes to going from starting your own business and getting everything properly structured, most people think they can't do it. They're not smart enough. They don't have the right, they're not in the right group. When really it all centers around your credit score first.
Right on. So how does that credit score help, and what are the challenges that you see around it from the people that you've worked with, and what are some of the tips, tricks, and secrets you can help them with?
The biggest thing about the credit score is myths that people don't understand. Making sure your credit profile is properly optimized so that a lender will want to give you money. They look at your credit score. If you go look at all the lenders, normally say 680 across the board on any network, but make sure that your utilization is below a certain amount. Make sure you got the right amount of primary trade lines. It's simple stuff, but when you're not taught that, you miss the very minor details.
Isn't it like one of the big myths that you can't control your credit score and it is what it is?
Yes, and it is so simple to control. But when we've been programmed not to control it, when we've been programmed to go get all these, I ain't gonna say meaningless things, but material things that people want, and I believe in having good things, but good debt and bad debt. That's what I really try and focus people on. We all make the choice to take a good debt and turn it into a bad debt.
So what are some of the biggest mistakes that you see servicemen and women make when they start to launch their own businesses? What are the big mistakes you see being made that you could help them prevent?
Wow. The first thing is being properly structured. If you're going to do business, make sure everything is in your business name. Get a business entity, whether it's a LLC, C Corp, S Corp. Make sure you know how it works. And make sure you know how to properly structure it. Make sure it's have a business phone number. Make sure it's not your home address. Just make sure you have a website, because lenders are not going to talk to you. When somebody want to give you money, they just going to go to your site and look, denied or approve.
You told us a little bit about how you got started, but let's unpack that a little bit and tell me what inspired you to get into this field specifically about when you started home-based business. Why business? What got you started in this path?
What really got me started was when I was in the military. I saw that when I got to the point in my career when I said, if I did 20 years, I got a paycheck for the rest of my life, residual income. And then when I started looking at, that's what got me into network marketing, because they say, hey, if you come and work good for 90 to 120 days, you can build up a community and you can get paid for the rest of your life. Well, I did that several times. And guess what? The company would change. They would change the pay plan, the product, and my income would shrink. Then I started looking at business owners. Business owners control everything and they understand how cash flow works. So when I really started paying attention to that, and I realized I didn't have to recruit people, I just had to educate people, then it became a lot easier for me.
Wow, you have a lot to share. I can see you know several paths in businesses, and you have a lot to share and mentor folks that are just coming up. Demetrice, before I ask you my last question, is there anything regarding starting a business and having a successful business that I didn't think to ask you that you feel is really important to share?
You know what, Mark? I really just found out this week from one of my mentors. He said, we have to let people know that if they're not a business owner, they are the market. They are the market. People think they're marketers and entrepreneurs. No, you are the market for business owners to market to. So as a business owner, I want to show them how to create the market so that they can no longer be the market.
Right on. Sage advice. Demetrice, for folks listening who would love to connect with you and learn more, where can they find you?
Mark, thank you for that. My website is flhgmanagementgroup.com. That's Freedom Legacy Holding Group, broken down to flhgmanagementgroup.com. You can go there, you can see everything I have to offer, and you'll be able to reach out to me on that website.
Demetrice, this has been terrific. I really appreciate you sharing with my audience and taking the time today. And I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark, and the same to you.
That was Demetrice Etheridge. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where founders and professionals get their books done in less than 90 days to grow their businesses, separate themselves from their competition, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.